Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So this is going to be an activity about ratio. So first of all, what you need to do is we have to do an activity in this kind of a paper cutout. So first thing first is what you need to do is you have to cut a square paper. A square paper like this where all the sides are equal in length. So you can take an A4 paper and measure the length and the breadth of the paper and cut that side where the length is bigger than the breadth and make all the sides equal. Next step is we already have studied the lines of symmetry, so we all know that in a square there is a horizontal line of symmetry and there is a vertical line of symmetry. There are diagonals, but we don't need to do it in this case. So what you need to do is fold this page like this horizontally, fold it here and fold it here. Now inside of it make marks with the marker. Same thing you need to do is you need to fold this paper along this side also, fold it here, make a mark inside, make a mark inside the other side also. Now you have 1 2 3 4 marks inside the paper. Now you have to draw 4 lines or connect the lines to make a square inside. Now after doing this, what you'll have is, if you fold along this side, you'll have a triangle here. Same thing for this side. So you're going to have 4 triangles like this. Now if you fold all those triangles at the same time, it will look something like this. So see, now this is a foldables where we have ratio, simplify a ratio, equivalent ratio, and some vocabularies to go along with it. So what we need to do is, let me show you first. If we fold out this ratio part, inside it there is the definition along with an example. Let me read out the definitions which I have written here. A ratio is a way of comparing two or more numbers of or quantities. A ratio is a way of comparing two or more numbers or quantities. The symbol is this, which is used to represent the ratio. Here is an example also. There are 3 red balls and 2 blue balls. The ratio of blue balls to red balls is 2:3. The first number is the number of blue balls and the second number is the number of red balls. Okay. Now for simplifying a ratio, let me read you out what I have written here. It is the same as simplifying a fraction. If we divide any ratio with the highest common factor, we can simplify any ratio in its simplest form. Example is, given a ratio 12:24:38, write it in its simplest form. The solution goes, here we see the highest common factor for the 3 numbers is 2. Thus, the simplest form is 6:12:19. Next up is equivalent ratio. Okay. What is the definition of an equivalent ratio? These are ratios that express the same relationship between numbers. We can create equivalent ratios by multiplying or dividing the ratio with the same number. The example is, given a ratio 2:3, write 2 equivalent ratios. The solution goes as this: 2:3. We can convert any ratio into a fraction 2/3, and then if we multiply 2/3 with the same number, denominator and numerator of this fraction with the same number 2, we get 4/6. Same thing, converting this ratio to fraction, multiply both the denominator and numerator with the same number 4, and we have the ratio 8/12. So 4/6, 8/12 are equivalent ratios of 2:3. Next up, we need to learn some vocabulary to go along with it. So the first thing is simplest form. What is the simplest form? After dividing any ratio with its highest common factor, we cannot further divide it. It is known as simplest form. Another definition we need to know is highest common factor. What is the highest common factor? The greatest number. I have used this sign here because I forgot to write the number. Sorry for that. So then this hash sign actually represents number. So instead of using hash sign, we write number. The greatest number that is a factor of two or more numbers. It is also known as HCF. So the greatest number that is a factor of two or more numbers. It is also denoted as HCF. HCF stands for highest common factor. Okay guys, after finishing up this, fold everything together like this, and then this part has to be glued with your interactive notebook, and all this has to be open up. Please do not glue like this. Fold everything up like this. Just glue the back part of it in your interactive notebook so that these are flippable. You can flip back and forth as many times as you want to. Okay, I hope this tutorial is very easy for you to complete. Please complete the task within the time given. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, guys.